c'est mercredi le 11 de juillet et c'est Drive Chat, un podcast de Card Fight Vanguard.
So having you with really long hair, and I think that was cool. That's, yeah, very strange for me.
Well, thank you. I will probably grow it out in the winter, I think.
Well,
but it's too dang hot right now.
When you're not working at a terrible job that tells you you're not allowed to have facial hair, yes.
Yes. Oh, goodness, yes.
What kind of fresh hell is this when a man can't grow his beard?
I don't know. It's
How
awful.
far have you gotten in Pokemon Quest?
Oh. Oh, jeez.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that difficult of a question.
I am... Oh, geez. Right before... I think I'm in World 7 and 8, like kind of going in between them.
Okay, I think you're further along than I am, and I've been playing longer than you.
Yeah, I haven't played in the last couple days, because I'm playing like 3 or 4 different mobile apps right now, and it's killing me.
Do you play Hearthstone?
I don't, but I play
Clash Royale?
I used to, and that I couldn't do that. I got too upset.
Pokemon Duel?
I am playing Pokemon Duel.
Shame
That's one
on
of
you.
them.
That's garbage. Throw that trash in the bin, sir.
What? I was actually doing pretty good.
I like it, but it's not easy because they ramp up the difficulty level on the strategy on that game real fast.
Yeah,
What else?
I was doing... okay, so I've got
Pokemon
that.
Go.
Pokemon Go, Quest, and then Duel Links, because a new pack dropped, and it's got
Yugi, no.
It's got some of my favorite cards in it, so I have to grind a
They
little bit
have
more
a
in
little
there.
Lightsworn doggy.
Actually, yeah, there's Lightsworn in this pack. So
Well, do they have the little doggy?
I don't know if it's this one or if it was a previous one or if it's not in the game yet, because that doggy is really good.
Ugh, I hate card games. Have you played any recently? Did you go to Magic?
Not yet. I might go Friday. Friday is Magic or win a box tournament at Monster Games, my new locals.
Win a box of what?
Of I think, I don't know, Q4 or
okay.
Vanguard or something like that. It's also Magic. So if I'm not feeling Vanguard, I can try Magic. But my Vanguard community there is so nice and welcoming that it's a ton of fun to play with them.
I bet.
Yeah, and shout out to all the people there, because I showed them the prototypes for the Drive Check. Oh my gosh,
Imaginary gift markers?
Yes, yeah, and they loved them.
Were they
that's
just
good.
saying that to be nice?
No, because later on in the group's Facebook group, I guess, they were gushing about it, about the things and our podcast, which is really cool.
I need to get in on this group.
Yeah, actually, I think I probably add you. I found a few of the members in the group and who go to my locals actually live basically down the road from me.
That's dangerous, because pretty soon they're going to just come to your house and start playing Vanguard at your house.
It is yeah, well, we'll see.
Are any of them coming to Gen Con?
I don't know. I think a few of them are, actually. I'll have to double check, though.
Well, they got to come to our lecture because the free play session is pretty much sold out. I think there's like one spot left. But the lecture, there's tons of seats left for that.
Yeah.
Please.
We need to figure out what we're doing.
Oh, we gotta put that PowerPoint together or whatever we're gonna do. Oh, That's I see. I learned bad habits from Steve because he always prepares his the night. I'm not even kidding. The night before.
That does not surprise me one bit.
He's a millennial. You millennials. It's just so. Yeah, we still got that last seat left for our free play session, so somebody's got to take it.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll have an odd number.
Well, which is okay. So yeah, I played on Saturday because I took my car to get the air conditioning repaired out by where Island Games is. Once you get that far out of the city, all like distances and locations become relative. It's like, Einsteinian space out there.
Sure.
So it's really hard to tell what's close and what's far because you travel, you're approximating the speed of light as you go between these places. So it didn't take as long as I expected for them to not fix my car, but to tell me that it was going to cost over $1,000 to actually repair my car. Patreon.com/drivecheck. So yeah, I went to the Island Games with Alan, and first we played Bitten by my friend, I think he'd be your friend too, Ben Canelos. If you guys see that game in a game store and you're looking for a light game that's easy to learn and fast to play, well, maybe not super fast, so easy to learn, but maybe 45 minutes to an hour to play, I recommend it. It was a lot of fun. Did learn you can't play it with only 2 people. You do need a minimum of 3 people. Because there's a little bit of deception that's involved, and if you only have 2 people, it's nah, that doesn't work. But we did play some Vanguard. He played Nova Grapplers. I played Oracle Think Tank because, of course, that is the OG Will Anderson clan. I didn't win, but I pressured him. I made a couple mistakes. Biggest mistake that I kept making was not using CEO Amaterasu's first skill, which is the counterblast, to look at the top card of the deck, or draw a card, look at the top card of the deck, and put one on top, or put it on top or bottom, which gives her an automatic plus 5k power. So I was not giving myself hand advantage, and I also was not giving her the plus 5k power. So I'm a fool. Not saying I would have won if I had done that, but I think my chances would have been better because it is possible for Oracle Think Tank to beat Nova Grapplers. You deny them damage as much as possible, and you take out their rear guards. You focus on taking out their rear guards until you can Victorious Deer and take away all of their hope.
Yeah. No, I have, for the most part, my Nova Grappler deck put together, waiting on a few cards, but right now I'm only running 1 perfect card, and man, does that make a difference.
Well, I imagine if you can't perfect guard in those emergency situations, that is a difference.
Yeah, and also I don't have Perfect Riser. I just have Shurikaiser and Battledore Fighter. So I mean, they're okay. Shurikaiser is some nice restanding, but Battledore Fighter has that super cool effect. However,
what effect?
You have to guard with
2
or more cards. Yeah. I have not been utilizing it enough, and I think I'll change the way that I play when I get my 2 Perfect Risers in, because he stands units and Battledore Fighter does not.
Yeah. Have you played any premium at all?
No, I don't have any premium deck or decks that would be able to upgrade yet.
Not until Grand Blues come out, or
Grand Blues, yeah. That'd be the first.
All right. So other exciting news, my mom went to the movies with my niece in BFE, New York. And they passed by a card shop, and if anybody knows my mother, she can't pass by a card shop without going in. and they had Vanguard, the new trial decks. So
Oh, yeah?
my mom bought an Aichi trial deck and a Kai
Shocker.
trial deck. How many of we have funded Bushiroad. My family on its own has funded Bushiroad for the number of trial decks that we have purchased for this set. And she bought sleeves, and she actually taught the guy at the store how to double sleeve cards. He'd never seen that before.
That's hilarious.
So my niece took the Kagero deck and decided that she likes Kagero. So we
that's
may
awesome.
be recruiting a new Vanguard player.
Does she know there's a podcast called Drive Check?
I believe she's listened to it already, yes.
Oh.
But I am a little concerned because her mother, my sister, press F to pay respects. My sister believes that she shouldn't play Pokemon Go because it's a terrorist plot to figure out where people are. So I don't know how willing my sister is going to be to allow her to play Vanguard, but I am going to put together an Oracle Think Tank deck for her because she has watched the cartoon and she kind of liked what Misaki was playing. So,
that's sweet.
Anyways, do we have a program to record this evening?
Oh boy, do we!
What's going on?
All right, so
all right, let's keep the cartoon talk short because last time we said we'd be brief and then we talked about it for like 45 minutes.
But last time was a good one. That was probably one of the best episodes that we've seen yet.
We continuously lie because we say to people, "Oh, this is going to be short," and then they just get longer and longer and longer.
This one will be super short because it was kind of boring. It was episode 10, Aichi versus Leon. Leon wins. Aichi saw some visions and whatnot, but still lost. And then at the end, Kamui challenges Goki for the tiebreaker.
So the visions, that will be next week, Goki versus Kamui, because Kamui has to prove that he can beat Goki. Yep. So the vision that Aichi had, this is the entrance of Psyqualia into the program.
That's what I thought too.
Because he basically has a vision of Blaster Blade jumping in front of he was on
Alfred,
King of Knights Alfred.
King of Knights, yeah.
So Blaster Blade jumping in front to intercept, but then when he returned from the vision, he had no memory of having actually moved the cards, but he actually had moved Blaster Blade to intercept. And then, this is the real proof that it was Psyqualia, he fainted at the end of the episode.
Yes.
And he had to eat some chocolate.
Yes, just like in Harry Potter with the Dementors.
So, yes. Gosh.
That is all I could think about with that.
Oh, man. The best part of the entire episode was after the closing song, how they do the little like preview for next week discussion talk or whatever.
Yeah.
And what was it? Oh, Aichi was saying how his Blaster Blade card was talking to him and was saying like, "Oh, you need to do this. You need to comb the bed head out of your hair, blah blah blah." And Kai is like, "That wasn't Blaster Blade. That was your sister."
I didn't hear that. That's great.
Oh, you've got to watch it again. It was so funny.
Oh man, I like how they just show images like previews of it, but like the voiceover has nothing to do with the actual episode coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great. It's fantastic. All right, so that was episode 10. It's okay.
All right. So, update on this. Oh, this is a huge errata.
Well, it's actually only two things, but one is massive.
Real big.
Yeah. So we said last week that the Psyqualia set had 2 VRs and 2 SVRs per box. That is a misspoken word on my behalf. There are 2 VRs and 2 SVRs in the set. You get one of those one of either of those in per box. So 1 VR or SVR per box.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Royal Paladin cover unit is Exculpate the Blaster.
Exculpate the Blaster. That's a religious type word for the Catholics.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, it does sound kind of Catholic.
What do you mean sounds Catholic?
He's got 12k power. He is a blaster, which I did not think he was, but it kind of makes sense because he's dressed like a blaster. He's got like 6 different abilities. All right. He was a promo too, actually. Continuous was continuous in the hand. If you do not have a grade 3 Royal Paladin Vanguard, you cannot normal ride this card. Second effect, continuous Vanguard Circle. If you do not have a card named Blaster Blade in your soul, this unit cannot attack. Third ability, auto. When this card is placed on Rearguard Circle, retire this unit. Fourth ability, activate Vanguard Circle, Counterblast 3. Until end of turn, this unit battles all of your opponent's units in one attack.
Nice.
Fifth ability, auto on the Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks, put all cards in your soul not named Blaster Blade into your drop zone. And this unit gets power plus 2000 until end of turn for each card put into your drop zone this way. Okay. The sixth one, auto Vanguard Circle. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked, choose a card named Blaster Blade from your drop zone or soul, ride it as rest, and put all cards in your soul into the drop zone.
So is this a grade 2 or a grade 3?
It's a grade 3. I don't understand it.
So exculpate means to declare that somebody's innocent or show that somebody is not guilty of doing something wrong. So it's kind of like if somebody's accused of cheating, and then if you prove that they didn't cheat, then you exculpated them.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is kind of weird, especially against Nouvelle Vague. Yeah.
It's a weird card. But obviously this means that it's probably most likely not going to be what the new Exculpate Blaster is going to be. So we'll see.
Oh, yeah. The skills are going to be different, probably.
Yeah.
Although I do hope they kill. I hope they keep it attacks all of your opponent's units in one attack. I love those kinds of skills.
I think it would be, and I think the Soul Blast and Get Power, I think those two are probably going to be the ones that it would keep, because that's a closer, that's a finisher right there.
Wait, the Soul Blast for +2
for each card. You Soul Blast every card in your soul that's not like something of that variation, and you get 2,000 for each card you Soul Blasted. I think something like that would be. Although with Force gifts, I think you probably don't even need that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll wait until they have an official reveal, if it ever comes in English, or is this the start of them doing nice things for Japan that they don't then carry over to the English game?
I really hope not. So, as if a mini booster set was not enough last week, how about we give you a new Extra Booster 03.
So what is Extra Booster 02?
02 is Asia Circuit.
What? Wait.
Destructive Roar is 01.
01. So we're doing Booster, Extra Booster, Extra Booster, Booster, Mini, Extra.
Oh shoot! When does this one come out?
It doesn't matter the order. I'm just saying they do a lot of extra boosters out there, which sound like boosters, but
the difference is they don't give as many cards per clan. So you want to talk about this one? I know you're super excited for all three of these clans.
This is the Vanguard Extra Booster 03 Ultra Rare Miracle Collection. Still holding to the whole difficult situation they've put us in, that they have a musical group in the cartoon named Ultra Rare, but there are no rarities in Vanguard called Ultra Rare. So, the 3 clans, which are represented here, are Angel Feather,
Woo!
which is a Protect clan. Gold Paladins, which is an Excel clan.
Uh-huh.
And Neo Nectar, which will be a Force clan, interestingly enough.
All of those make sense to me.
So, things to learn from this is that they are accelerating the introduction of the new clans. So, trying to keep to their promise of having every clan represented in the first year, by really transforming what Ultra Rare. So in the old cartoon, Ultra Rare pretty much played, I think, was it just Angel Feather and Royal Paladin?
Until Bermuda Triangle came out.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So the 3 cards that they've shown are Solidify Celestial Zerachiel.
Who plays Angel Feather first?
Rekka?
I don't believe so.
Who then? Suicune? Suicune. She's a Pokemon.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she does.
All right. Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel. That one has to be what the most forgettable of them all.
The most forgettable one?
Yes.
What? The coolest one? What are you talking about?
What is her name? Blonde.
Begins with the K.
Corinja.
Corin, yeah.
Corin. And then White Lily Musketeer, Cecilia. That's Rekka?
I'm pretty sure that's Rekka.
It doesn't sound right, but...
there's a picture. Yep, it's Rekka.
All right. Well, I mean, this is just all weird, right? Because it's so different from what it was before. Right? The whole reason that we even had Gold Paladins was because the Royal Paladins got sealed away, and the Shadow Paladins got sealed away, and the Kageros got sealed away, and it was like the people who didn't get sealed were the ones that formed the Gold Paladins. So, since we're not having any sealing by the Void, it's a whole new world.
Insert Aladdin song.
Not necessary. I'm not a big Disney fan, so that's okay. Yeah, dude, we grew up at different times. Different times. I will say the first movie I ever saw in a theater was Pinocchio, but
it's not a bad movie.
Disney just was not putting out films at the rate that they did when you were growing up.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
66 cards in the Ultra Rare set. 66 new cards. And there will be an Ultra Rare set of cards, which are hot stamped and signed by the Ultra Rare voice actors.
Yep. So technically, there is now an Ultra Rare rarity.
Well, it's Ultra Rare. So, you missed the mark. All right.
So this is an interesting fact. So parallel cards, I finally learned what that meant. It means it's basically a reprint, but a different kind of printing. And I never understood that until just now.
A reprint,
when I was making
but
the doc.
A different kind of printing.
Yeah, so like the SVRs compared to the VRs, and the
so it's the same card with different art.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's called a parallel. So special parallels are fancy printings, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. So yeah, 3 SVRs, 3 URRs, and 3 ORs.
All right. So why are we talking about Aquaforce and Grand Blue?
Because first off, in Japan, the ultra rare set comes out September 19th. I just found that date, so there's that. And we're talking about Aquaforce, at least Marine General of the Restless Tides Algos, because they showed him as being an SP, and he's I guess the main dude in the trial deck, the Aquaforce trial deck, just like Blaster Blade was for the Royal Paladins. So, like an actual SP reprint of him, which looks really cool. But it's kind of printed like an SPR, but not quite.
All right.
So instead of a hot stamp in that trial deck, you have a chance to get an SP Algos, which is really cool.
Which one's more rare?
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
All right.
So, do we want to talk about him?
We'll talk about him more when we actually talk about Aquaforce.
Okay.
What's going on with the Grand Blues?
So literally the night that we recorded the podcast with the Mason Clark, 2 more Grand Blue cards were revealed. And these are the latest 2. Dandy Guy Romario and Captain Night Mist. So Dandy Guy Romario is a grade 1 with AK attack or power. He's got a continuous on the rear guard circle. If there are 10 or more cards in your drop zone, this unit gets power plus 4,000. So he's a 12k, essentially. And then he has an auto ability. When rode upon, cost is counterblast 1 and put a card from your hand into your soul. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into your drop zone and put a card from your drop zone into your hand. I like him.
Yeah, I thought we talked about him before.
I don't think we did.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Because I was super excited and kind of upset that he came out after we finished talking. So, I like him. He's a grade 1, so, I mean, if you accidentally mill a Basskirk, or maybe you wanted to ride Skull Dragon for some reason, you can get it back if you actually accidentally milled it. Plus, he becomes a 12k attack on him by himself, so he can hit Excel and Protect, which is nice. He can also be a 12k boost, which is pretty good too.
Yeah, I like this mechanic that you putting something from the drop zone into your hand rather than having it have to go to a rear guard circle. So that is pretty sweet. And
then, cause I guess if there are more one place from hand abilities in Grand Blue, this card will be a lot better. But I don't think it'll really have... I don't know. I don't know if it'll have any legs. Yeah. In Premium, but...
All right, Captain Night Mist.
All right, you want to go over him?
Grade 2, 9k. He's only 1k more than Dandy Guy Romario. Auto on the rearguard circle when placed. And what an on-place skill? What?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Costs Counterblast 1 and call a grade 1 or less card from your drop zone. If you have 10 or more cards in your drop zone, you may call any grade. You may also call another Captain Night Mist, Counterblast 1, and call another Captain Night Mist and Counterblast 1. Now, you only want to call 2 because you need some dudes in the back that would boost.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't say open rearguard circles. You could call over. You can call it and then call over if you really wanted to, but that doesn't seem very efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really like this card.
Well, I mean, it's finally doing what we want the Grand Blues to do, which is call stuff from the drop zone.
And I'm fine with that stipulation of 10 or more cards in the drop because you don't have to have it to still call a card. It just means you can call any grade. So you can use it to call the Skull Dragon too.
If you've got that 10 or more.
Yeah, if you got that 10 or more.
Otherwise, you're calling a Dandy Guy Romario and milling 3.
Or Ruin Shade.
Or Ruin Shade and ruining your shade.
Yep, I like him a lot. He's a good card.
All right. Move on. Got to keep it moving. This
All
is
right.
not Grand Blue Week. This isn't Dimension Police Week either,
So,
buddy.
I just want to talk about some of these real quick. The last one, the last three or two, I guess, are really important. So first off, Dimensional Robo Die Mariner, Grade 1, 8K, basically on place, Soul Blast 1, and then you choose your Vanguard, and then your opponent has to use 2 or more cards to block it, basically. And then Cosmo Beak, Grade 2, 10K, on place, Counterblast 1, and then give give one of your Vanguards power plus 5,000. So that's an easy way to hit your power requirements for Dayusha and for the Dayushas, which we'll talk about in a second. I guess we'll talk about it right now. Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Dayusha. The
Wait,
VR.
what about Dimensional Robo Die Dragon?
Oh, I missed Die Dragon. I apologize. Grade 2, 10K, act, Vanguard or Vanguard Circle. Once per turn, cost Soul Blast 1, and one of your Vanguards gets power plus 5,000. Oh, that's why. It's basically the same thing there.
But it also has a continuous skill on the rearguard circle.
Yeah, if your Vanguard's power is 35 or greater, this unit gets power plus 10,000.
How kind.
Yeah, so he becomes a 10K. So that's really cool.
No, he becomes a 20K.
20K, sorry. Gains 10 to become a 20. Alright. Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Dayusha. Grade 3, Force, 13K power. Auto. When placed, 3 of your front row units get power plus 10,000 until end of turn. That's on the Vanguard Circle. And how you place it on the Vanguard Circle is... Well, actually... Oh, wait. On place or on ride?
When placed.
Does that consider ride?
I think a ride does count as a place, yes.
Okay, so that's important because his second ability, auto in the hand, at the end of the battle that your grade 3 Vanguard attacked, if this unit's power is 45,000 or greater, and it was not placed during this turn. Yeah, okay. Cost is Counterblast 1, ride this card as stand, and it gets power plus 10,000 until end of turn. Whew, okay. So that's a great ability right there, especially when you combo it with its first ability, because he gives 3 units in your front row plus 10k, so he gives himself plus 10. You can give himself 10k as well there.
You're delaying getting that force gift. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's that. Okay, how do we say this? I think it's fair and balanced. It has the potential to be really good, but that check is still in there where you have to wait a turn. But I mean, you can still reach pretty high power without that. I just think it's a really solid ability. And if you didn't, for like a recap on Super D-Robo, Dimensional Robo Dayusha, Grade 3, 13k, and Force as well. Continuous on the Vanguard Circle. If this unit's power is 35 or greater, this unit gets critical plus 1. So that just happens. So you'll have a way to pressure even the turn after if you didn't ride that turn. Plus, I mean, with Great Dayusha, you're probably not going to use it every turn. It's more like a finisher.
Okay.
And then act on the Vanguard Circle. Once per turn, cost. Rest any number of your Vanguards, and for each unit that was rest for this cost, this unit gets power plus 10,000 until end of turn. So that's how you get to 35 reliably.
Yes, you can force it in.
Yeah, you can get way beyond 35
if you need to.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a lot of fun to play with these Dayushas. I don't know necessarily how good they'll be, but they seem like a ton of fun. So there's that.
So what's our topic? Topic time.
Catchy-cazzies.
Oh, let's just rush through this because nobody wants to hear about dinosaurs. But you know what? We need to start at the zeros, not at the threes. The threes are where the bang is. The 3 is where the excitement is. We got to build up to it.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start at the zeros and work our way up.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so we have. I'll just start from the bottom then. Savage Shaman, your heal trigger. Savage Aggressor, your vanilla crit trigger. Black Cannon Tiger, your vanilla crit trigger. Herbivorous Dragon.
Herbivorous.
That's what I thought. Herbivorous Dragon. Brutosaurus, your front trigger. Do they only have one front trigger? I think they have two, and I just didn't. I must have missed it.
Uh-oh.
But it's closed. Anyway, if they have two front triggers, they have two front triggers. Cannon, Fire Dragon, Sledge, and Kylo. Or maybe they only have one because it's an extra booster, not like a main booster. Anyway.
Possibly.
Archbird, the draw perfect card. And Dragon Egg, the starter, were on my draw card. That's it.
They have, Herbivorous Dragon, Brutosaurus is a front trigger, and Pack Dragon Tiny Rex is a front trigger.
I missed that one then. Okay.
Saved you from an errata.
Yeah, thank you. Wait, you saved us from content in the future.
We'll have plenty of content, don't you worry. So, Assisterix?
Assisterix, I think. Like pterodactyl of the silent P.
Wow, that is a terribly spelled word. So it's literally Assistpterryx.
Uh-huh.
That is a vanilla 9K with no shield value at all.
Because it's a grade 1 in Excel.
Wow.
It's great.
Let me do the next one because that was real boring. Sonic Noah, 8K grade 1. Auto on the rearguard circle. When it boosts a rear guard, put the top card of your deck as an equip gauge into the boosted unit face down. Auto on the vanguard or rearguard circle. When an attack hits a vanguard and it attacked or boosted, cost, retire one of your other rearguards and draw a card. Retire one, draw one. Interesting.
Yep.
All right, do the next one.
Stronghold Dragon, Robust Stops. He's the grade 1 perfect card, and that's it. So I'll do Vicious Claw Dragon, Laceraterix, 8K, Auto Vanguard Circle. One place from your hand, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit. Continuous. When it would be retired from Rearguard Circle, you may Soul Blast 1. If you do, return up to 1 gauge equipped to this unit. Equipped to this unit to your hand. There we go.
These are so weird.
Winged
Dragon Skyptero. Hey, we're on Skype right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I typed that.
Winged Dragon Skyptero. 8K. When it is retired from the rearguard circle during your turn, counterblast 1 and return this card to your hand. That seems kind of pricey. All right, let's look at some grade 2s here. Savage Raider. 9K grade 2. Auto on the rearguard circle. When placed from hand, you may put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for one of your other rear guards. Auto on the rearguard circle. When it attacks a vanguard, you may move any number of gauges equipped to one of your rear guards to one of your rear guards. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something to like building up equip gauge under like one dude and then using it later.
I think there might actually be. Well, there are a few cards that reference how many cards you have in your equip gauge.
Yeah.
So I think he for sure has a spot, probably a 4 of.
Oh heck yeah! Because like if equip gauge is the fuel that Tachikaze's running on now,
It's
and
the nutrients.
He's got this is like like if you play Pokemon TCG, this is like the old I can't think of words right now.
Energies.
No. What's his name? Hydreigon. Where Hydreigon could move dark energies from any one Pokemon to any other Pokemon as many times as it wanted.
Oh, wasn't there a Blastoise that did that with water? I think it was like Deluge was his ability.
Similar. I know that there was a fairy type that would do that later on. Anyways, that's what this does. So you can move those equip gauges around every time this dude attacks.
Yeah.
So that's pretty sweet.
And wasn't there with Sonic Noah? I think if you can combo use Sonic Noah to boost Savage Raider, I think there's probably something there.
Well, that's getting yourself some more equip gauges, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Assault Dragon Blighttops, 9K. Auto, when it is retired from the rearguard circle, cost Counterblast 1 and return up to 2 cards from this unit's equip gauge to your hand. So, what's interesting with the equip gauges, we've already talked about it before. However, when you are placing equip gauges, you cannot look at them until they are already placed and you've decided where they're going to go. However, after that, you are able to look at all of your equip gauges. So
basically, once they're on the field.
Yeah, once they're on the field. So it's like a blind soul charge that once it's placed, you can actually look at it. So if you use if you are able to rearrange your equip gauges skillfully or well enough where that you can then use Assault Dragon Blighttops or someone to eat up Assault Dragon Blighttops, you can then add those cards, those ones that you handpicked to add to your hand. Like shuffling around specific cards to get them basically to a way to get them to your hand.
Well, and you also use Savage Raider to make sure that there's only 2 cards under that card before you retire it, and then you just snatch those 2 cards.
Yeah, definitely.
And you make sure it's 2 that you need in hand. It's that perfect card and that grade 3 that you need.
Yeah.
All right. You do the next one, too.
Ravenous Dragon Mega Rex. 9K. Auto Vanguard / Rearguard Circle. When it attacks a Vanguard, cost retire another Rearguard. And then you draw a card. Ooh.
So now you've got 3 cards hand advantage.
Yeah, okay. And then if this unit... Well, there's no and then. Period. If this unit is on the Rearguard Circle, cost Counterblast 1. Put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit, and it gets power plus 5,000 until the end of that battle for each gauge equipped to this unit. Wow. Okay, that's value.
Yeah. You can be
I think he's actually a triple rare, now that I'm thinking about it.
So I'm going to Savage Raider a bunch of equip gauges under Mega Rex to pump that dude up.
Uh-huh.
All right.
This deck looks so weird, but so much fun.
The Mammoths, don't care too much for them, but Attempt Mammoth, 9K. Continuous on the Rearguard Circle. During the battle that it attacked, while your opponent calls Guardians from his or her hand, he or she must call 2 or more at the same time. How come Oracle Think Tank doesn't have this?
Because in Premium they have a total no guard.
Whatever. At the end of the battle it attacked, discard a card from this card's equip gauge. If you cannot, retire this unit.
Yeah, a lot of people don't usually play this card. So what I've seen is they think it's good because of the pressure, but they just realize that it can't hold up.
Yeah, so there is a cost to it, even though it doesn't look like there's a cost to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Sharp Blade Dragon Revelstego.
Mm-hmm.
Only 8K, and it has an activated skill on the Vanguard or the Rearguard Circle, which the cost of is Counterblast 1 and retire one of your other Rearguards. All of your Heavy Cannon Dragon Sharongastigo and Sharp Blade Dragon Revelstego on Vanguard and Rearguard Circle get power plus 10K until the end of the turn. That's kind of a high price to get a 10K boost compared to what the
Yeah,
Dimension Plays get to do.
right. But then you also think about if you retired that Blight Tops, that's 2 cards back to your hand.
I guess if you need to force something to retire, that's the way to do it, so you can get those skills off. Okay,
Plus,
I'll permit it.
this card pairs really well with the Grade 3 Heavy Cannon Dragon Sharan Gastego.
That's the Grade 3, yeah.
Yeah, 12K, no gift. I'm positive about that because I looked at the card image, so I know for sure there's no gift on that one.
This dude shows up for the party empty-handed, but he wants to drink all your booze, eat all your popcorn, and chat up all your friends.
That's 100% what he does.
I wish I had never invited him.
Oh, okay. He's got an activated ability on the Vanguard and Rearguard. Cost is counterblast 1 and retire one of your other Rearguards. So it's the same thing as Revel Stego. All of your Heavy Dragon, basically all of him and Revel Stego. Is that the same ability?
Yep. So you basically counterblast 1 for each one of them, and then you're getting 20K. Or no, 40K. How many Ks?
It's 10K for each. Each copy gets 10K.
Yeah.
So you're doing
they
that
each
twice.
They each get 20K.
I mean, I think there's probably something there with the budget build.
It may be like a sub-clan type deal.
Yeah,
the Stego sub-clan.
Like the heroes in Nova Grapplers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Read me the next one.
Tyrant Deathrex. 12K with the Excel gift. Auto Vanguard / Rearguard. When it attacks a Vanguard, the cost is Soul Blast 1 and retire one of your other Rearguards. Choose one of your opponent's Rearguards in the front row and retire. This unit gets power plus 10,000 to end of battle for each card in your equip gauge of the Rearguard that was retired for the cost.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you're dumping a lot of cards.
You are, so I think...
it's power plus 10K, so you're going to pick somebody with only 1 or 2 cards in their equip gauge and get that
That's true.
10 or 20K boost. You don't need that much.
Plus, if you gobbled up that... that one grade 1 where it goes back to your hand, pay the cost and it goes back to your hand.
Yep, that's a counterblast. I haven't seen anything that countercharges.
Oh, that's true. I don't think they get anything that countercharges.
Yeah, then those counterblasts become that much more expensive.
Yeah, that does stink. It's a cool dude. I think he might be more of a budget build because the next 2 are insane.
All right, so these actually are also Excels. And the other thing to think about as well with Tachikaze being Excel is you're going to have more rearguard circles to place units on that you can then eat. So you have a bigger buffet to eat from. All right, Ravenous Dragon Gigarex, 12K, Excel gift. Auto on the Vanguard circle. When it attacks, put up to 1 card from the top of your deck face down as an equip gauge for each of your rear guards. This unit gets power plus 5K until end of that battle for each of your other rear guards. So you got a full field, you got 7 rear guards, you're getting plus 35K.
Oh man. But that's also 7 cards going into your equip gauge.
Deck out dinosaur. Auto on the Vanguard circle. Discard 5 equipped gauge. 3 of your front row rear guards get power plus... Oh, that's activated on the Vanguard circle. 3 of your front row rear guards get power plus 5K until end of turn. And if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, deal 1 damage to your opponent's Vanguard.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
There's not even a counterblast required for that.
No, but you're eating up a lot of cards.
There's also not a once per turn for that.
What?
Yep.
No, technically, there is a once per... Well...
How?
Kind of. So you 4 or less cards. So you can't do it if they're at 5.
Yeah, but if they're at 3, You can
Yeah,
do it
that's
twice
true.
and get them to 5.
If you have that much equip gauge,
Yeah, this is a closer.
it
So
is
you can get them to 5 and then dump your deck as equip gauge in case you have to do this again for the next turn and get 35k power. Plus your whole front row is going to get plus 5k and you're going to get a front trigger and everybody's going to hate you because the dinosaurs are awful. Grade 3, Savage King. He's not a dinosaur. He's a person. 12k, Excel Gift. Continuous on the rearguard circle. During your turn, this unit gets power plus 5k for each equip gauge it has. Good. Nice for him. Auto on the rearguard circle. When it attacks a vanguard, you may move all equip gauges from one of your units to this unit. That's a you may skill. I am not required to do that.
Correct.
Yeah, so we're going to have to see because having Tachikaze as an Excel clan is, I think it's going to shift the strategy around a little bit because you're going to have a lot more options to fill your field with rearguards, which is what the Excel clans want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then those costs coming from the equip gauges become that much more dear to pay.
So I think this deck so far, or this clan, is the most changed with the V series that we've seen. I don't know. I like it. Different Fight put a video up with a deck that he made, and apparently it plays very different than you're kind of expecting because there's a lot more that you have to keep track of.
Well, it's actually become a combo deck. Right? There's combos built in now.
Yeah, other than your stride just eating up everybody and then they get effects when they're eaten.
Yeah, and then they all come back from the drop zone anyways.
Yeah, and then you cheat. But yeah, no, I like it. Also, if you have Tabletop Simulator, there is a person within the Steam Workshop for Tabletop Simulator who's been consistently updating what's the version? I don't remember what it is, but basically all the Vanguard rebooted cards, all of the V-Series cards are in Tabletop Simulator, already scanned, English translations when you hover over, and they even have decks pre-made as well. So if you have Tabletop Simulator, highly recommend just
if you have Tabletop Simulator on a Windows computer.
No, because what we were doing with you, Will, is we were going in and making our own cards, basically. These are already made in there. So we can even play together.
We may have to do this since I paid for that program.
Exactly. So bless that individual who is being so generous and using their free time to update that constantly.
Maybe we will do that on Twitch.
I definitely think we should, and we'll stream off your computer.
Figure out how to do that. Yes, we will.
Because mine's a potato.
Guess what, potato?
What?
There's somebody out there whose email name is all 7s, but then their actual name is also just all N's.
Yeah, no, their actual name is something else.
Alex.
Alex.
Dear Drive Check crew, just sending in an occupant for your constantly empty inbox. Trust me, inbox is full of marketing emails from all these vendors Cole's going to shopping around trying to get swag for you kids.
You're welcome.
Just watched Cole's box opening video on your channel and was glad to hear that work is still going on for uploading the old podcast episodes. I'm sure that you guys are setting up a process or template. Don't be so sure, buddy. I'm sure that you guys are setting up a process or template for uploading them weekly, but just to throw in some input, I personally wouldn't mind you guys uploading everything up to now and any new episodes up as audio plus static background videos until then, just to have something guaranteed to come up weekly to keep the channel active. I'm sure you have a reason for holding it up, so all the best on that front. Thanks for everything and keep up the good work. Regards, Alex. I'm leaving out the part that he said that we could leave out.
All right. So in response to that, I have I've been making custom thumbnails for each episode. So you have the number and the title of the episode right in the thumbnail. And that's the constant static image. And then I've been uploading, actually within the last 24 hours, I think I've uploaded probably almost 15 episodes. Thanks to your email, that actually really inspired me to get that done.
When I was talking to my mom tonight, she said, I went on Twitter and there was just a bunch of messages from Drive Check saying video, what's going on?
I totally forgot that was linked to it. So when I checked my Twitter, I saw that all of the things have been added to playlists and then have been uploaded. It's like, oh, well, I mean, I guess people know now. So I've been working on that slowly but surely. We're getting there. I'm at like episode 29, I think, is up. So out of 120, we're almost there. About a fourth of the way done.
Less than 100 left.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, Alex, thank you for your email. The biggest thing is time, and if you didn't notice, Cole's had a big move lately, and just time.
Time.
If we were full-time streamers, we could be doing all kinds of great video stuff for you. But I need to make a lot of money. Let me not understate. I need to make a lot of money to even just be mildly comfortable. I make a lot of money and I'm not comfortable yet. So, streaming, I'm no ninja.
You're no PKMN cast either.
No, that dude's not making as much money as I am, but Ninja makes like $30,000 a month. I'm not on that level either. About a third of that. But
now we just got to make Vanguard worldwide and super popular, and then we'll be there.
And call it Fortnite, and we have another email. We're bumper week, 2 emails from listeners. This one's from Freezing Glaceon. See, I know how to pronounce that because I'm a Pokemon expert.
Okay, wait. Before we answer that question, I've been meaning to ask you, what's your favorite evolution?
What would you guess is my favorite evolution?
I want to say Sylveon.
You would be correct, but why?
Why? Oh man, I know you said it on the podcast years ago when it first came out, but I don't remember why.
Oh, not when it first came out.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay. Then I'm remembering incorrectly. What is it then?
Because it is in competitive VGC. It used to be a real tank.
Oh, yeah.
It would sit on the field and take hits and take hits and take hits and never go down.
And then it had Pixelate, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pixelate, which turns all normal type moves into fairy type moves, so it gets stabbed. This is not a Pokemon podcast. Are you just trying to prove to the people that I am a Pokemon expert?
No, they should already know.
Ugh. All right. Freezing Glaceon. Hey guys, my name is Corbin from Rotorua, New Zealand. A little while ago I emailed you and I thank you for the help. Since the new reboot of Vanguard, I have wanted to make a new deck. Do you have any suggestions? Preferably it would be an Oracle Think Tank or Dark Irregulars. Well, Dark Irregulars is not out yet. So I can't recommend that. I have been playing pretty much the exact build of Oracle Think Tank that, what's his name? Well, see, my brain is not working tonight. Different fight. Put up on his. So if you look at the Oracle Think Tank standard build that he put up, the only thing that I'm thinking about moving, swapping out, changing There's 2 luck birds in there, and I really like most of the time if I have to G assist and get rid of 2 cards from my hands and there's luck birds there, that's the first thing to go.
Oh yeah.
I know Luckbird has a place, but it just not
Doesn't
I'm just
suit
not using
you?
it very often. I'm just not using it.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have something in there that I would use a little more often. Problem is, with Oracle Think Tank, there's just not that many grade 1 options. The grade 2 options are all fantastic.
Yeah.
But grade 1, I can't put in any more perfect guards. So that's where things
Yeah, like
become-
you need more perfect cards.
Hey, the Bermuda Triangles can have 6 perfect guards. So
You're right. You're totally right.
So I recommend Oracle Think Tank. I think it is definitely it's a world different from what it used to be. It is a functional, fun to play deck that has like real legs and a real closer. That, you know, if you play it right, you can get your opponent into that place where you victorious deer and it's the end of them.
Yeah.
So
The deck is super good.
I mean, even without imaginary gift force markers, I get rear guards up to 30, 40, 50,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it's worth
scary.
it.
Yeah, and plus the fact that they can just like keep recycling perfect cards with the protect gift
Heck
is
yeah.
really annoying and terrible for the mirror match, but still really good.
But you know what's also really cool about that is
What?
like if I have a perfect guard in hand and I have to pay the cost of something of discarding a card from hand, I'll discard the protect gift because
Yeah,
then
no,
I
definitely.
don't lose anything useful from hand.
It's the freest card ever, but it also like it's such an important free card. I don't know. It's
And
It's
did you see
really
those
weird.
rulings about Renee and about Deluge?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right. So, when Deluge locks a card on your field,
No,
is it
no.
Deluge?
So Deluge, the wording says that if I play Deluge, my opponent picks which 2 cards to place
Oh
from
yeah,
hand.
yeah, yeah.
So if the opponent has protect markers, they can choose those 2 protect markers to pay or to as the targets for Deluge's skill. But since they cannot exist outside of the hand or the guard circle, they just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing gets locked. And it's the same for Renee, because I think Renee forces 2 cards from hand.
Yeah, he does. However, I guess the ruling is, oh man, I screenshotted it. But it's like you can't put the cards there, so they go back to your hand or something like that.
No, they disappear. They go back to the wherever you're storing your imaginary gifts.
No. Okay, it is. Can protect gift markers be chosen by Shiranui, Zanki, or Renee's ability? And it is, yes, it can. However, it cannot be called to rear guard. It will remain in the hand. So it can be selected. It just can't be called.
Oh, weird.
Uh-huh.
But for
Which
Deluge,
I'm assuming is the same thing with Deluge, right? No, Deluge is because you lock it, and when it's locked, it doesn't count as a unit. It's just a card on the field.
no, maybe
Right?
maybe it's because with
But when it's unlocked, it goes away.
I think it's with Deluge, since I'm the Oracle Think Tank player, let's say, and I'm picking the card myself, I'm throwing it out of my hand. But with Renee, they can't force it onto a rearguard circle to throw it out of my hand.
Maybe.
We need to look up Renee's wording. Hold on one second. We've already gotten complaints about not looking up cards and just struggling. Don't think I didn't see that word in there. Evil Eye Video Game Emperor Shiranui Renee. Dominate activated on the Vanguard circle once per turn. Counterblast 1. Choose a face down card from G zone with the same name. Turn it face up. Your opponent chooses 2 cards from his or her hand, calls them to separate rearguard circles, and they get power plus 5,000 until that's up. So the opponent chooses. So that's not what's doing it. So it really is the calling them to the rearguard circle.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, we will see this play out because the thing is, those protect cards in hand count as cards in hand. So anything that requires or acts on cards in hand can act on the protect markers, but the limitations placed on the protect markers cause them to act weird.
Okay. And then same thing, like for Deluge, it's when you put you pick the 2 cards in your opponent's hand and they lock it. So you can lock protect gifts. However, when they unlock, they are immediately retired because they cannot exist on the field in those rearguard circles. So they're not a unit when they're locked.
Are you looking at the same rulings that I was looking at? Because the rulings I was looking at didn't say that at all.
I'm pretty sure I am, but if not, more content for next week.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at an official Bushiroad email.
Yeah. I might not have been. I might be confusing it, but that is my understanding. So we'll figure it out by next week.
Something more to talk about when we gather. Maybe if I will be here, if I won't be here. I'm going to Chicago. It's a very dangerous city. Probably when you're listening to this, I will either be at Pokemon Go Fest or it will be like the day of, or Pokemon Go Fest may have ended, but I will be in Chicago for Pokemon Go Fest. So if you do hear this and you're at Pokemon Go Fest, come say hello. I will friend you and I will trade you a Pokemon or something. Maybe this whole new trading thing of the Pokemons is very confusing to me. So we'll see.
Stressful.
I understand why they did it the way they did, but if you want me to trade you a Pokemon, you have to review our podcast on iTunes.
Sneaky.
And I say there have been no new reviews this week. I just checked. So thank you to Zach Boydus for our intro music and Jeremy Woods for our outro music. Jeremy Woods is playing a show this weekend. Hold up, we got to give him a shout out. If you are in Massachusetts or the Massachusetts general area or New England, which is the place where Massachusetts exists, I demand that you go to Jeremy Woods' performance and enjoy his music. Because that's what he does, is like guitar and stuff. All right, let me see if I can find this. Yes, it is July 14th. At a place called Lowdown. I do not know where Lowdown is, but on July 14th, 3 bands are playing: Idle Pilots, Limo, and Sorry I Lied. I appreciate 2 out of the 3 band names there. I like Idle Pilots. That's a really great name for a band.
Yeah, it is.
Better than Stone Temple Pilots. Bull.
Stone Temple Pilots.
All right. STP, man. Say thank you to our Patreon patrons, Wesley Welch and Nick Giddolini, who will have shouldered the cost to get Drive Check branded imaginary gifts into your hands, kids. How to reach us. If you want to email us, as I think I said before, maybe not. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to Patreon. If you want to contribute some money to help us pay for more imaginary gifts and other imaginary items that cost real money for some reason, it is https://www.patreon.com/drivecheck. No bottom line needed. Drive check, all one word. All right. Email us at drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. And then you can reach out to us on Twitter to tell us that you contributed to our Patreon.
Yeah.
At drive_check. Or you can DM me to tell me why you're not contributing to our Patreon, but why I should still like you as a human being at Wash in the Sink. I'm not known for being a nice person. Cole, where can they find you? Because you are a nice person.
Oh, thanks. I am at Cole_McCune, COLE_MCCUNE. All right. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Shack Podcast. The wrath of the ravenous dragon cannot be appeased before the enemy's annihilation.
There are so many ambiguous words there.
It's so generic and long and not a great one, but it's a great card, so I figured I had to do it.
Which one is it?
Gigarex.
Well, but the thing is, there's a lot of ambiguous words because it's like before can mean in front of, or it can also mean like antecedent in time.
Before they happen, yeah.
Why? I love semantic ambiguity, but right, and ravenous means hungry. And
Super
appeased means like your hunger has been appeased. You ate something, but it's his wrath. So is his wrath hunger? In front of his enemies being destroyed by somebody else? Is he actually lazy? Is he just watching somebody else destroy his enemies for him?
Or is he watching the annihilation that he just caused?
I don't know. You've kept me up late, and I've got to go to bed.
You're welcome. Enjoy the new Grand Blue card that was just announced, which is super dope. And I love it a lot.
Another new brand
Yep.
Brand glue?
Brand glue.
You told me that they were done.
No. What?